Okay, I will. Hello, everybody. Here I are again. You're here because I've been missing for a couple days because I've been kind of busy. And yesterday I had like a friend come over. Well, she's not like a friend. She is a friend. And she helped me. She come over because she's like OCD and stuff. And so I used her knowledge and her muscles to help me get started with some organization. So right now, the top of my desk is like large. It wasn't large before. It was large before, but it wasn't large because of the stuff I had on it. And so now it is better. So I wanted to do a video while my desktop is clean because you never know what tomorrow will bring. So today, what I want to do, I keep stuff in medicine bottles. Like in here, I have some grommets. Keep them in medicine bottles. And, whoops. And most medicine bottles, see, I got one taped to the top so that I know when I look at the top, it's just in case I can't see. Most medicine bottles look like you can put the lid on upside down or right side up, you know. So it's a child blocking or not. And so if you do it this way, it's like almost like a dish inside the bottle. And so these are wrapped. Now this one, I don't think this one does that. Let me see. Oh yeah, you could do this one too. So that one does that way too. I've got some corners in this one, like metal corners are in this one. And so, you know, like you put on a corner of a journal cover or something. That's what's in there. Okay. So I thought, well, we need to take the ugh off of them so that they're not ugly, because ugly is just not, we don't want ugly. And this color, I mean, you know, I guess there's a reason why they make medicine bottles. This ugly color, I guess it keeps the sun from hurting them or something. I don't know what it is, but we're going to change that. We are going to change that. So I grabbed up a few little items here that I just happened to have. And like here is some braid, and it's blue. And what I'm going to do with this is, I'm not sure, because I didn't do one yet. It's just something that I'm thinking about doing. And so, I don't know. This might not work because it might not work. So what if instead, I have this sachet yarn, sachet metallic, that's what it's called. Sachet metallic. It's yarn, and it's made for making like those fancy scarves and stuff. But right at this moment, I'm not interested in that right now. You know what, maybe I'll just dump these out right in here for right now. Get them out my way. So, and since I really don't know what I'm doing, except it's like an experiment. I'm doing a science experiment. And if it doesn't work, I got more bottles. Actually, it will work, because how could it not work? So I'm going to take this yarn. It's like glittery. I'm not going to stretch it out to where it looks like netting or something. I'm just going to hot glue it on there. I'm just going to hot glue it on there. I want to just make something pretty and beautiful. And this is what I think will be pretty and beautiful. Maybe I should have cut off of those little strings. Wait there, just a minute. I gotta stretch to get my scissors. Get me some scissors. Oh, where's my sharp ones? Oh, Jesus. They're all in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's old Tim Holtz. Whatever his name is. Okay, so I want to cut those little raggedy ends off right there. So, Of course, we don't want anything raggedy. So, there we go. That's better. That's more better. And then I'm going to just continue to wrap this around. Yeah, see this, I can bend this here better than I could do that braid. And so, I want to make these pretty. I thought if I could have a whole row of pretty containers, because we're always looking for containers, you know, to put our things in. And these would be pretty. And I don't know, but when you get like old and stuff, it seems that you inherit a lot of medicine bottles. For some odd reason. I don't know. I don't know. You gotta have the arthritis medicine, old age medicine, you gotta drink from the fountain of youth, all that stuff. So this is pretty. It's glittery, and it kind of is variegated a bit, so it goes from light to dark. It's beautiful muss. And so yeah, we have between my hipster and myself and my friend Cheryl, we have been working on a little organization in my area. My hipster built these shelves. See, I had shelves in front of me, but they were like 10 inches deep. And so I would put something on the shelf, and then I'd put something in front of it. And then it was like too much work to get the stuff that was behind in the back part of the shelf. So I wanted some shelves that were narrow. And so he put me shelves up now that are attached right to the walls. They're not sitting on my desk. And they're only 6 inches deep. So, and there's more shelves. The other one's shelf unit that just sat on my desk had 3 shelves, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It had 4. Now I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 shelves plus the desk, so I doubled in size almost. And so that works better because now I won't be putting things in front of things. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. And then the shelves are not on my desk, so I have a lot more space to work in until I clutter it up again. But I won't clutter it up again. I'm really not going to. I'm trying to make myself that promise that as soon as I'm finished with this here project, I'm going to put these things away that I'm using and put them where they belong before I start another project. I'm not going to let them just sit here. And like my friend, like Cheryl told me yesterday, she goes, you got 3 rooms full of craft supplies. There's no reason that you need to be an old clutter bug. She's right. She's like my sister, you know. There is no reason. I got 3 rooms. I got 1 room. I got room A and room B and this room right here. Room A has got, well, that one does have a twin bed in it just in case some company comes. I can't take more than 1 person at a time. Well, maybe 2. Somebody can sleep on the couch. But they can't stay long. But in that room, that's where all my art supplies are going to live. The other spare bedroom, which is not anywhere near a bedroom anymore, nobody could sleep on there unless they want to sleep in a fork. That's my sewing room. That's room B. I call it my soft room. I've got a very comfy chair in there. And I got my yarn in there, my fabrics is in there, my lace is in there. And my comfy chair is perfect because I like to make things out of yarn. Like I make these hats. I make some hats. I make like a lot of hats. And then I donate them. I donate them to somebody who gives them to the homeless people because they get cold out there in the boony bushes, okay, where they live, in the homeless. So that's what I do with them. So I like to sit in there, and it's sort of like a lady-style man cave. One chair, well, there's two chairs in there, my easy chair and my sewing machine chair. So I could have somebody come and sit with me. Okay, now, I covered that whole bottle up while I was running my mouth. I covered it up. And it's hot glued on there, so it's going to be on here from now till forever. Now I'm going to take, like, up at the top now. Let me see. Let me take a look-see here what I have in this bag. This here, this is like a braid as well, and it kind of matches in color really nicely. It matches in color very nicely. Now, what if I were, it's a little tiny bit too wide. Okay, it's all right though. I'm not going to let that get to me. I'll cut that off, and I'm going to try this. Since this is just an experiment, this is pretty. I'm going to take this now. What did I do? I think I dropped the glue stick on the floor. Oh yeah, that's what I did. It's down. I'll get it later. Now I'm going to take this. It's like a braid, and I'm going to put that, and I'm just going to glue that on around the top rim. Again, with hot glue. Well, I like this hot glue. Well, you can stick anything to anything with hot glue. You could probably use regular glue, but who in the world wants to wait that long for it to dry? And that wouldn't be me. So I am using this hot glue to glue right on there. Gluing that on there. Okay. Now, you could probably cover these bottles up with, you know, with paper or fabric, ribbon, just near about anything you want, just to cover them up. But wait just a minute. What I got in mind here, and you'll see in just a minute. Okay. There. Now that is around the top. It gives it like a little bit of a, like a trimmer on the top. Now, let's see. I have this. What do I have? A little of this and a little bit of that. Now, I have other stuff here, as you can see. Now, what if I were to take this? Oh, yeah. This is just how I am. I have to have things that are really, really snazzy. So I'm going to take this eyelash trim. It is also something you buy in the yarn department, so I guess it's something you could yarn. You could do something with this, I don't know. Other than wearing it as fake eyelashes. But we call it eyelash trim. There's no label on this stuff, so I don't know what they call it in real life. But eyelash trim's okay. And so I'm going to just go around and make just that little bit of more prettiness right there. Prettiness is what we're looking for. Then, like that. Okay, see? That's pretty, isn't it? You know, I wonder if we've got enough light on the subject here. My lights are like all over the place here. I want you all to be able to see what I'm doing, but I don't want to have it just to be like a whole bunch of shadows. Okay, there. Maybe that's better. Can you see how pretty that is? That's the jar. Now we have the lid somewhere. Oh, right here. I gotta put this stuff in something. What do I put this in? Let me just get a paper towel. Right there. And I'll just put this right here. And let me dump these things in there for now. Okay. Isn't that pretty? That is pretty. Now, this, if you put it in this away, put the lid in, like screw it in. Don't use the, well, now you can't use the baby proof anymore because I got that covered up with great. So, if I take this same thing that I went around the jar with, yeah, and I'm going to go around the outside of the lid with this. I'll go around the outside of the lid with this. I am gluing. Did y'all know that Christmas is just around the corner? Just around the corner. I guess y'all knew that. I'm sure everybody's got their Christmas shopping done. I have no Christmas shopping done. I have a hard time going Christmas shopping too early because I end up giving the recipient their gift too early because I get so excited. I'll probably go on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. We have a $5 limit. We can't spend any more than $5 on another person. So that makes it fun. Last year we couldn't spend more than $1. We had so much fun last year. Everybody got their dollar prizes. Okay, now, there it's with the lid on. Okay, but now it's empty in here. So what I have here, in this here little bucket, I've got a lot of, see, I don't throw much away. So in this bucket, I've got like scraps of yarn. It's like just scraps, little short scraps of yarn. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Let me see what I'll do. I'm just going to take, well, you could take scraps of yarn, or you could take, no, I don't know what you could take. You could take a waterproof piece of newspaper or tissue or whatever, and just glue it in. I'm just going to put this yarn in there like this. And I'm gluing it in there so it will stay in there. Then I look and I say, oh, we need a little bit more. So I'm going to put a little bit more. And I'm going to put some more glue on here. Oh, I hear sirens out there. We hear sirens a lot, though, in this time of the year because our windows are open. And we live close near a hospital, so we hear a lot of sirens. So there. Now see, now look at that. Now we are cooking. Now we're cooking. And now in here I have flowers. Look at these flowers. Now let me see. Here's like a rose. Oh yeah, I'm going to put the rose right in the middle. It's like a yellow cream colored rose. I'm going to put that right in the middle of that. And you could leave it just like that if you so chose. If you so chose, you could leave it just like that. But I so chose not to just leave it like that. I am going to put these other flowers. These flowers here are so pretty. I ordered these off of AliExpress. Man, you can get some really good buys on AliExpress of different things. So I've ordered flowers and I've ordered my beading things. And so I'm just putting just a few flowers around the rose right there of different colors. Nothing has to match. It's just going to be pretty. And I'm trying to get different colors though. There's so many different colors. And these flowers are so pretty. They're like satin. They're almost like an organza ribbon that they're made out of. Let me see. What color don't I have? Oh, this one. There's so many colors they come in. They're so pretty. Now I'm going to put that right there. Now we got flowers all the way around it. There. Look at that. Now I wonder if... Now look, when you close that medicine bottle, it went from this to this. And it's very pretty. The only problem with this is, how do you know what's in it? So, okay, I gotta put my little things back in there now, because that's where they live, in that bottle. And then now it's dark in there too, so I can't tell. Now I could maybe, well, you can look in the bottom and see what's there, or maybe you would just memorize what it is. Or, like this particular item has got a hole in it. Okay, some things have a hole. So then you could probably just take a piece of ribbon or yarn, put it through there. And this particular item, you could do this. Put that through there, and then just like tie a little bow. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Okay, I'll tie that in a little bow. Now, Elizabeth, you learned to tie a bow in kindergarten. You should be able to still know how to tie a bow. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, see? I'm just tying a little bow. Now, you could glue on. Now, see, I don't have my bling and stuff right here. But I could go around here and put some bling. But see, now I have this I tied that little piece of orange yarn around there, but I got one of the grommets on there, or eyelets, whatever you want to call them. Tied it in a bow. And, wait a minute, just a minute. Hold your horses right there for a minute. Let me get something. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me put these flowers back in here so I don't get in trouble. Put these flowers. Oh. Ooh, there's some hearts right there too. Some little pom-poms. These are pretty. Okay, let me do this too. See, let me put this back in. See how I make this such a big fat mess? And then then I just push it off to the side and start doing something else. That's what I have to quit doing. Okay, so I got that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This one has to go into it. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. And put this lid on here. because I might want a heart. Whoops, I missed a flower. Okay, there we go. And then we'll go in the other room. This goes here, this goes there. Okay, now everything's good. Except now, these gems were sent to me in Happy Mail from, I know who it is. Just a minute, I'll remember in a minute. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, P, Q, R, S. Oh, man. Usually if I go through the alphabet, I can think of their name. And I know who this is. I know. Oh, D. Her name begins with a D. D, D, A, D, E, D, I, D, O, D, O. Deborah. 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 And her name. It's her first name. Deborah, what's your last name? I know who it is. I just know who it is. Deborah Mayo. She sent me these beautiful gems. Now, I can take, this is definitely going to be a bohemian sort of, oh yeah. We're going to put some, we're just going to get them in there. This is definitely, I love everything with bling and prettiness and color. I don't like things that are boring. I love pretty. And Deborah Mayo sent me these. And she sent me a bunch. And I love them. So, actually I probably shouldn't have covered up them leaves, but that's okay. These are like real diamonds. They're better. Better than leaves. Nothing's better than leaves, actually. Leaves are beautiful. But I'm just putting them in there. I'm just sticking them in there. Different colors again. Oh, can you see what I'm doing, or am I completely out of frame again? I'm putting these little gems around in here, kind of behind the flowers and around the rose. It's like a flower pot. There. Now this is a little stem from the flower, so I'm going to let that stay there. This flower is just so pretty. This one, it's a flower and it's so pretty. So I'm going to put that on here just because it's so pretty. I'm going to put it right here. That's pretty. You know what? If I have a couple green ones, this one's too big, I think, for a leaf. Yeah, that one's too big for a leaf. Okay, wait a minute. I got to get a couple more to see if I get something green. Oh, green. Okay, so these green ones, oh, green. Okay, those ones are going to pretend they're leaves. Get these back in my jar. There we go. Now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at that little red one just. I'm going to put that red one right in the middle of that pink. Red and pink doesn't match too well, but it does in my life. There we go. Put that one right in the middle of there. Then I'm going to go with these green ones, and I'm going to put them off to the side, like to look like a leaf. This particular sort of flower has got round leaves. Round leaves. I have to start pronouncing my words correctly. I act so silly sometimes, and I do not pronounce my words correctly. So, now, we went from this ugliness to this beautifulness. And I put the little thing here. So now if this just sits on my desk, People will say, oh, how pretty. What is that? They'll never know. It's a medicine bottle. It's a medicine bottle. And it looks like a flower pot on the top. See? So if you turn it upside down like this, when you put the lid in, put it where it's not childproof. Most of them come that way, where it can be either childproof or not childproof. So I don't really keep small bottles, but I keep the bigger ones because they're so nice to hold things. And so what do y'all think about that? Do you think that's pretty cool? I do. Okay, so that's, what time is it here? Oh, 30 minutes. I won't make another one because then that would take another half an hour. And so, boy, you could even take, you could even, I have my stickles right there now. You could take, like, stickles or something. This is just like diamond colored. What is it actually? Frosted lace. And you can even add sparkle by putting some of these, some little spots of this here and there and everywhere. On the flowers, here, here, here. Now when these dry, it'll be looking more like frosted lace, like clear and sparkly, like snowdrops. I've had my stickles for a long time. I gotta use them. I want to use up a lot of my stuff that I hadn't used in 100 years. Right there. See, I can already reach the back of my desk now. I got so much space. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. I didn't know this is what I wanted to show you, but I knew it was going to be something. So that's it. That's what I'm going to show you now. That's it. So that's why you came. That's why you stopped. That's why you stopped by for a spot of tea and crumpets. Tea and crumpets. Now, I'm going to, I got to reach farther for my cards. Now, we're going to use these 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to read 3 wisdom cards for you. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. Guilt never makes anyone feel better, nor does it change a situation. I now stop feeling guilty. I let myself out of that prison. This one says, I trust the intelligence within me. Whatever is happening out there is only a mirror of my own limited thinking. And the third one is, I have unlimited potential. Loving myself, thinking joyful, happy thoughts is the quickest way to create a wonderful life. Very good. That's very good. So that's my wisdom cards, my affirmative affirmation thinking, affirmation cards that we should always have every day. Okay? And so, thank you for coming by. I love you all so very, very much. And I hope you can, start saving medicine bottles if you have medicine bottles. But any kind of a little bottle you can decorate up there, or little boxes or whatever. But this just so happens to be a medicine bottle. And I'll be able to just store them on a shelf. They'll look so pretty on a shelf. They'll sure look a lot better than a whole line of medicine bottles. And so, love you guys. Thank you for coming by. May God watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.